This is a tribute to the Moshe ben Elkanah Zoberman. The Chabad Olam doesn't really know about Rabbi Zoberman, but he had a connection to Chabad because of his specialty, not just in learning and personality and Yiras Shamayim. I'd like to share a few words. He just passed away this past Thursday, Rosh Chodesh Shvat Tavshin Pei Hey 2025. So Rabbi Zoberman was a boy who learned to know the Torah in the mid-1950s, I believe, maybe from the first year it opened up in those early years. And he told me that his Melamed was Rebbe L'chaim Reitblatt. And years later, he could feel, and he lived with the Yiras Shamayim, the fear of God, the awe for Hashem, that Rabbi Reitblatt, this Lubavitcher Chasid, he was from Neville, imparted in this little boy, Moshe Zoberman. Now, Moshe Zoberman would give in the Shem B'Shabbat Shul on 13th to 53rd Street in Borough Park. At the time, it probably was one of the largest Daf HaYomi shiurim, lectures each night. And he had a packed house. I packed it, meaning every seat in the shul was taken, and there was Mekaymes Kavuyim. People had their set places. You couldn't just sit down. And at the Viber Shul upstairs, people who didn't come regularly, they would go upstairs. There was a group of Lubavitchers who would come. I believe I saw them Motzei Shabbos. It was Rabbi Yankel Winter, Rabbi Shalom Bedrizin, Rabbi Mordechai Friedman. I think also Sam Malamed. There was a group that came to hear his daf because they enjoyed learning. And his style was very, very unique. It wasn't just explaining the Gemara, but he shared stories, and he shared response information. And also, he was a great chassid in the sense that if there was a current event that involved someone saying something negative against Chassidim and Lubavitch, he would speak out. He would make it very clear it's not acceptable, and he would protest. He was very animated in his kind of opinion of being a chassid. He himself was a Bobover chassid. Okay, he grew up in I believe in Crown Heights. Yeah. Anyway, his father, Rabbi Elkanah, was known as the Yardener Rav, and the one who got him a visa to come to America was Rabbi Yankel Yehuda Hecht, Rabbi J.J. Hecht, and he was always indebted to him, and he became the official camp Rav for Rabbi Hecht in the mid to late 50s. Unfortunately, I think it was 1960 or 61 that he went to the mikveh Friday in White Lake or Swan Lake, and the Nebuch, he drowned. When Rabbi Groner told the Rebbe that he passed away, the Rebbe said, "Was? Der Gehendike Shulchan Aruch? What? The walking code of Jewish law?" So the Rebbe had tremendous derech eretz for this great Talmid Chocham. So Rabbi Moshe is the son of this Yardener Rav. Let me tell you, the year of my Avelis, 2006, Tavshin Samach Vov. So at times I would daven the big base medrash for the Yomid, and I would see that he would come in to my minyan. It was pretty, there's minyanim all over, and later, at time, I would meet him sometimes walking home because he lives around the corner from me. And I asked him, Rabbi Zoberman, why are you coming to my minyan? So he said, because I like the way you daven. You daven not too slow, not too fast. Every word is clear, and you have a geschmack and niggin to your davening. I'm saying this because he was a yid that appreciated others. Here's a Lubavitcher, he's a Bobover. I'm in his town and his base medrash and his area, and he specifically gravitates to hear the Lubavitcher davening. Some of the other conversations I had with him walking in the street, walking home because he lives nearby, is about a Mendel Futterfass. He always asked me to tell him things about a Mendel Futterfass. I'm not sure if he said he met him. I think he said he did. I think, in fact, he said when he went there to Israel, he might have went to see him. he was so fascinated with a Yid that sat 8-9 years in jail and the Mesiras Nefesh. And when he heard that my wife is his great nephew, Mendel's great nephew, he really gravitated to me to ask me, tell me more about Mendel. This all pointed to his Yiras Shamayim. It was a big Yiras Shamayim. I heard that he never agreed to be an aide, a witness on a marriage, because it says, the aide has to do tshuva, and for that, he took it very seriously. The thousands of people that listened to his shiurim, tens of thousands over years, both at Shrem B'Shabbos and Daf HaYomi, and also he gave a morning shir in Gemara in the Bobover Beis Medrash, in the small Beis Medrash. I also went to that a few times, and it was also lots of people. There's no question that this was his mainstay in life, to teach Torah, to reach people. I just heard yesterday an interesting thing that he had the windows be open in the shul, the Shem Shabbos, even in the winter when he gave the shir, because he didn't want people to fall asleep. On one end, you could say, well, it's cold, this is a shir, you came to learn, not to sleep, but you could sleep in your house. Again, I'm not taking positions, it's right, it's not right, that's not the point. The point is that there is this specialty of the Yid, that his objective was to teach Torah and to reach people. I remember another time I came into him, Purim, to say that Yom Tov, to bring Shalach, and there was someone who was sitting there, and his father was a very big supporter of the Bobover institutions, and I saw the way he spoke to him, and he was a businessman, and he spoke with such love, about how he loved his father. His father already passed on, that wealthy person, supporter of the Bobover institutions. It left a great impression on me. Unfortunately, he became ill, and he was ill for 10 or 11 years. I saw him once during this illness, and communicated with him by singing a niggin and talking with him, etc. So I just wanted to share a little bit that because he was such a Yid that wasn't just a particular Chasid and lived in a particular place, but he had a great impact on all kinds of Yidden through his classes, through his shiurim, and through his conduct, that it's important for us Lubavitcher Chassidim to know that who he was, and that his humble beginnings, he told me, began with a Yid, and Rabbi Chol. He spoke about Rabbi Chol Teitelboim, and also with great reverence. So Rabbi Chol Teitelboim, Rabbi L'chaim was his Melamed, and I think he also mentioned Munitz, Rabbi Munitz, and Rabbi Mendel Futterfass. And I could see that he, was very much in line with this Yiras Shamayim at this level. He's Zichrei Baruch, he's the Shomer, Rabbi Moshe, Rabbi Kona have an Aliyah, and to be Zeicher to Bola Movetz Netzach, Bias Mashiach Tzekenu, Tchias HaMesim, immediately to return to Eretz Yisrael, Yerushalayim, Mirakodesh, Meir Imenu, Amen ve'Amen.